Let me quickly talk to you about the RAMP corporate card, huge EIN only business credit card, $5 million maximum limit, no personal guarantee, low FICO, okay? Startups are also welcome. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about the RAMP corporate card. And this is a card that has a maximum limit of $5 million. And we love the fact that they are open to startups. If you have a low FICO or fair FICO, they're fine, okay? It's not a problem. Let me give you an overview. So when we speak about RAMP, we're speaking about a fintech company that started about 2 years ago in 2019, and we love the fact that they are actually innovating. In other words, they're not looking at the traditional parameters when it comes to gauging the credit score of a business or a startup. They're actually using algorithms, so everything is run algorithmically here when we talk about RAMP. And that's, you know what, that's kind of cool because it gives you, if you have a fair FICO score or a low FICO score, it gives you also the ability to get a credit card. In other words, you're being judged not based on your personal credit, but on the EIN. So RAMP is kind of looking at a couple of things to make sure that they're giving you the card and the limit that you deserve. So they're looking at your financials, they're looking at your accounting processes. Okay, this is very important. And they're also looking at the operational history of the business. Now, I'm not saying that RAMP is kind of new, because Brex card, American Express, Stripe card, you have a constellation of cards that are playing the same game. Actually, they're playing the same game. In other words, they're not looking at the traditional parameters of credit score, things like your payment history, your credit utilization ratio, all that kind of stuff. They're looking at a whole set of different factors. One thing I want to say is that the RAMP Visa commercial card is a charge card, so it's not a credit card. In other words, you're not allowed to carry balances from one month to the other, okay? And we love the fact that they also have cashback rewards on all purchases that you will receive. You can receive those the rewards as a statement credit. They also have 18 to 20 different sign-up bonuses, free employee cards, and they don't have a founder liability. This is pretty good, you know, no personal guarantee and no fee whatsoever. And so with the card, you're able to look at a few things. You can manage your cards, your expenses, bills, accounting, and reporting. And this is a card that also helps you control, save, and spend. Okay, we love this trifecta: control, save, and spend. I'm gonna go in detail in the rest of the show, but I just want to give you an overview here. Now let me talk to you about eligibility, right? So when we talk about the RAMP card, who is eligible? Which kind of company is eligible? Right off the bat, I want to say that you need to be you need to incorporate. So if you are out there and you are a sole proprietorship, I want you to really close your book right now, and you want to go to the IRS website, and you basically just want to incorporate. First of all, you need to get an EIN, but you need to file. You need to register as an LLC, an LP, or S Corp or C Corp for the state where you live. All right, it's very important. I want you to really fix that right now. Don't waste no time, because RAMP is not going to qualify you if you are not a company. I mean, a real company. Okay, so the RAMP card is geared towards the corporations, startups, and small businesses that are registered in the United States. So because RAMP serves corporations, and again, what I mean by corporations, I mean companies that are incorporated. Don't think like I mean the biggies of the world, like the Facebook or the Google. No. You just have to be a company. You can be, even if you are a single person business, guess what? You can be a single member LLC. It is possible. So we love the fact that because RAMP serves corporations and small businesses and startups, no personal guarantee is required during the approval process. Okay, as I said before, RAMP will look at a couple of things. First of all, they just want to make sure you don't have a lethargic balance sheet. that you are generating cash. It doesn't matter if you're profitable or not, but they just want to look at, so they look at the cash balance, they look at your cash flows, and they look at other financial health indicators. So they kind of pay attention to 3 financial statements. So they pay attention to your statements of cash flows, right? Very important. They pay attention to your balance sheet, your company's balance sheet, and they also pay attention to your P&L, aka statement of income. All right. Now, in terms of financial health indicators, they have their algorithm will pick a few things. For example, your core financial ratios, things like asset ratio, things like current ratio, and so on and so forth. And Ramp, according to Ramp, their card offers 10 to 20x higher limits. Okay, it's very important. So the card has no intro APR, no intro balance transfer APR. Okay, no foreign transaction fee. And we love the fact that this is a card that is just straightforward. So to apply it, it's very simple. You just have to go to the Ramp card website at ramp.com. You will click on the apply today button. You need to create your Ramp account, and you can even sign up with your Google account, and you just have to complete the application and click apply. It's pretty straightforward. I will talk to you about the application and the decision time very, very, very soon. Okay, but you don't need to have any minimum credit score to qualify, because again, this card is EIN only, and they do not look at your credit history or your credit worthiness, neither at the business level nor at the personal level. They look at your financials. I want to talk to you now about the benefits. So when we talk about Ramp, I want you to really picture the bevy of benefits that you are going to get with this card. And so you have cash back. Okay, this is right off the bat. So you will earn a flat 1.5% cash back on all purchases. This is pretty good. And you have a sign-up bonuses. So the Ramp card features not just 1 but 18 sign-up bonuses for card holders. This is pretty good. Okay, and the requirements for each offer depend on the individual provider and can be viewed through the Ramp dashboard. So once you actually sign up and you provide your information, they will tailor benefits based on your profile. And the current offers based on our analysis include things like card benefits. So there are a few solid benefits included with Ramp. They can help you save money. They can help your company save money through algorithm-driven cost cutting. They have benefit tiers. So they have 3 benefit tiers. They have essential, platform, and enterprise. So depending on the tier that your company is in, you will get access to exclusive benefits, right? For example, based on our analysis, the Slack integration and category spend control perks we discussed earlier, we will discuss in the rest of the show. Those are only available to platform and enterprise account holders. I would say if you are a small business, you probably will qualify for the essential tier. And as your business grow and as you are scaling your business, you could qualify for the platform tier or the enterprise. You also have the Ramp card gives you savings insights. They're able to tell you here, you're probably spending too much cash here. Based on our analysis of the last 30 days, we see that you're wasting some cash here, or you can save here and there. This is a kind of algorithm-driven insights that the Ramp card can give you through their reporting. Okay, this is something you would see every month. They have a very sophisticated reporting protocol that will tell you what's really going on in your business. They also have employee card management. This is another benefit that is pretty good. We love that. We love also the unlimited virtual cards criterion. This is really good because besides the physical cards, virtual cards can be issued in seconds for any employee in your company. Okay, and these cards, when you really think about it, are especially handy for online purchases such as subscriptions or office equipment. And they also have a spend request tools. This is really good. They also have the Slack integration I was talking to you earlier. And we love the fact that they also have spending category limits. Okay, so on top of basic expense management features, the card enables you to purchase things in a compliant manner. In other words, you can actually pinpoint what kind of categories you want your employees and yourself, for that matter, to spend in. Okay, they also have some great accounting features that we love, and so Rample integrates with several accounting software services, including NetSuite, Xero, QuickBooks, and Sage Intact. They also have Visa benefits, right? Because Ramp is within the Visa card network, so you'll have access to Visa's benefits package, and this includes more traditional credit card benefits such as fraud protection. Let me talk to you about some extra perks that you need to be aware of that you will love, as a matter of fact. And so, really, when we talk about the Ramp corporate card, you have a constellation of other perks that might be suitable for your business, depending again on the sector you're in. So we have Amazon's web services. So you have a preferred access to AWS credit. You have Google Ads. You have $150 in Google Ads credit. You have Segment, $50,000 in Segment credits. Amplitude, $40,000 in Amplitude credits. Datadog, $30,000 in Datadog credits towards Pro tier. Plate, $21,000 in Plate credits for the first 6 months. We have a Triple Byte up to $15,000 in Triple Bytes credits. It's very important to understand that as I'm listing those perks here, you need to think about which one will qualify, which one will suit your business. Again, not all of this will be applicable to your business, but you have to think about which one would. Okay. So where were we? We were Triple Byte, yeah. So now we move on to Travel Bank. So here you get $1,000 in Travel Bank credits, okay? You have Carta, 20% first year discount with waived implementation fees. You have DocSend. Here you have 90% off DocSend advanced plan for 1 year. This is the advanced plan. And you have Notion. You have $1,000 in credits off the Notion team plan. This is very good. And also when we talk about a company like Twilio, you have $500 in Twilio credits. SendGrid, you have $5,400 in SendGrid credits. And for Lattice, you have 1 month free with an additional 10% off the subscription. This is kind of cool. I mean, you have Pilots, you have 20% off Pilots for 6 months. Eden, you have 7.5% off the first 2 months of janitorial services. And you have Fast 409A. Here you get 25% off your first 409A valuation. So it's kind of important. And one thing I also want to say before we're closing here is that you also have a cap table. And a cap table is now called LTSE. And here you get 3 months free on the diligence plan with concierge setup. Okay, so besides that, extra perks include things like ramp savings. So administrators of the account can access a section that illustrates the company's long-term spending over time while identifying areas the company can save in. You also have the no fees, right, or no fees, additional employee cards, Visa benefits, I've already mentioned it, the credit limits, okay? So Ramp advertises a larger than average credit limit for businesses. And based on our analysis, it can go all the way to $5 million, and in some cases, $10 million. I'll be right back after this thing. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. I'm still having a conversation with you today about the Ramp corporate card. We have a huge card limit up to $5 million, and in some cases, $10 million. I want to talk to you now about the rewards for spending, right? So basically, if you are a startup, a very young company, or an established business, you want to evaluate the pros and cons of why you should go with Ramp, right? So I'm going to give you the rewards for spending. And so this could probably help you in your analytical journey when it comes to making it, when it comes to deciding. So Ramp's cashback scheme is both very simple in our analysis and solid. And there are plenty of other discounts to take advantage of with Ramp's partner program. So first you have the unlimited 1.5% cashback. Then you have the partner rewards and savings. And I'm going to talk to you about how you can redeem the rewards redemption program, and how you can go through everything through Ramp's dashboard. So the unlimited 1.5% cashback, it's very simple, okay? Very straightforward, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So your company will collect 1.5 cashback on every purchase made with a Ramp card. So if your company has a wide range in spending habits, Ramp may be the card for you. Because if you think about it, if you have a large variety of things that you buy, Ramp could be great, okay? And some other corporate cards, for example, DV and Brex is offering, have complex reward schemes with tiered rates for different spending categories. For example, Brex wants you to be exclusively tied to them, right? whereas here you have a little bit of freedom, if you will. And so what I want to say here is that considering that 1.5% cashback is a solid rate, and especially since there are no category restrictions, it's hard not to like, because Ramp is really offering this, and they've been doing this for a while, and a lot of customers are actually taking advantage of that. You also have the partner rewards and savings. So according to Ramp, there are right now $175,000 available for customers in the form of exclusive partner rewards. Okay, rewards come in the form of credit, as I said earlier, and discounts for a range of business services that partner with Ramp. Okay, I've already given you the list of all the credits. I'm not going to go through that now, and you need to understand that to redeem them, there's not much to Ramp's redemption process. It is a cashback card after all, but you can also redeem the discounts and the savings. Okay, the one thing I want to really touch on before moving on here is that you can redeem rewards very simply, because the card enables account administrators to redeem the rewards the company has earned via the dashboard, via the Ramp's dashboard. Very slick, very user-friendly, very straightforward. We love it. And so those with access to the company's Ramp activity data can see both the earned and redeemed rewards amount in every statement. Okay, this is pretty good. I want to talk to you now about rates and fees, because a lot of people have asked this question as we were doing the research. So what I want to say here is that there is hardly anything negative here. There is hardly anything adverse in terms of pricing. Ramp does not have an APR because, as I said earlier a few minutes ago, it is a charged card. Okay, it doesn't have any fees to worry about. It doesn't have any foreign transaction fee, any cash advance fee. You're not allowed to carry a balance. Okay, so there's no APR. So because Ramp is a charge card, which does not allow customers to carry a balance, there are no interest rates. Instead, you will be required to pay off your balance every month. Balances are paid via an auto-pay system, and Ramp determines your monthly spend limit by the drawable reserves in the bank accounts that your company links with Ramp, meaning that it should be difficult to miss a payment. And there are no fees of any kind, all right? So on top of absent interest rates, you'll be able to avoid this other standard credit card fees with Ramp. So you have the setup fees, right? The annual fee, there's none. The foreign transaction fee, there's none. Employee card fees, there's none. You can ask as many additional cards as you need. Okay, and additionally, based on our conversations with people who have the Ramp card, in our conversation with the company itself, there are no hidden fees bundled into the card. And so how does the Ramp card compare to other business cards on the market? So one thing I want to say here is that Ramp is not new. I mean, Ramp is a newbie rather on a very competitive turf. So they're trying to play on a turf that is very competitive. Okay, so you have the biggies, you have the behemoths of the world, you have the Amex and Chase, right? And then you have the what I call the new entrants. You have the Brex, and both Brex and Ramp seek to give growing businesses a leg up by providing financial tools to help scale without fees or a personal guarantee looming overhead. So the bottom line here is that Brex and Ramp are giving you, in addition to a credit limit that is tied to your cash balance, they're giving you I would say a bevy of AI driven, of very innovative tools that will help you actually move forward. Okay, so if we compare, for example, if we take let's do a quick compare and contrast between a Brex and Ramp in terms of the rewards. So for Brex 30 card, you have 8x points on rideshare, 5x points on Brex travel, 4x points on restaurants, 3x points on recurring software subscriptions, 1x points on everything else in terms of earning rate, right? For Ramp, you have 1.5% cashback on all purchases. What about fees? There are none. There are none for both Brex and Ramp. What about the sign-up bonus? It is varies for the Brex card up to $50,000 in value, and it also varies for the Ramp card, but it's higher, up to $175,000 in value. So you can see here, you can make a decision for yourself here. Now let me talk to you. Here we have decision time. Okay, folks, this is big decision time. Question is the Ramp corporate card right for you? it really depends on a lot of things. If you are a small business or an established business for that matter, or a new business, and you just want to have a simple cashback credit card with no fees, Ramp could be an excellent option, really excellent, because it has no fees, but it also includes software designed to help cut costs across the board, potentially saving your company more than just the base 1.5% cashback. Well, one thing I want to say here is that Ramp is kind of new, right? They're the new kid on the block. Okay, so when it comes to the corporate card scene, they're still new. They were launched about 2 years ago. So if you want a credit card with a credit card from a more established issuer, then you want to look elsewhere, because their business model is not really tested yet. I mean, they're doing great right now. They're really drawing a lot of accolades from customers. They're kicking ass, that's for sure. However, they are still new, and so I would say there is a word of caution here. So you might want to apply with the Ramp rather, if you are looking for a simple cashback corporate credit card. You want a credit card without fees, you want a credit card without the personal guarantee, and you like the idea of a corporate credit card that includes software designed to cut costs. So you might want to look for a different card if you are a sole proprietorship or another type of individually owned business, right? In other words, you're not incorporated, and your spending habits align with a different credit card that might offer better rewards rates, and you would rather work with an established issuer. At the end of the day, it's all about what works for you, right? So if you answer yes, you need to indicate your work email on ramp.com, and you can start today. Okay, it's very simple. You just have to go to the ramp.com, and you can start right away. So the bottom line for us is that the Ramp Visa corporate card is just another great startup focused card, right? And this card is kind of cool, not just for startups, but also for established businesses and very young companies. Okay. One thing we want to say here is that there are other cards on the market, other business cards on the market that might offer more rewards on spending. But we love the fact that the Ramp's card is a very simple. They have a straightforward offer. It has a unique draw, and especially attractive when combined with the card's lack of fees. Okay, so if you are running an established business and are looking for big rewards or luxury perks, you might want to see it elsewhere. But for everything else, you will love the Ramp card. So our score in today's conversation is 9/10. Thank you so much, folks, for your attention. Let me quickly recap today's conversation. I was talking to you about the Ramp corporate card, huge EIN only business credit card of $5 million maximum limit, no personal guarantee, low FICO, okay, startup, okay. I spoke to you about, I gave you an overview. I spoke about eligibility, the benefits of the card, the extra perks, the rewards for spending, the rates and fees, and I gave you a decision time, what you should be thinking about while choosing this card. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.